bard begins to tell the tale of a group in Vitamare. The stories of the Seekers. Welcome everybody to TPK Total Podcast, the Seekers of Vitamare. Today's session 16, High to Low, and the group last session had a bit more of a relaxed time, shopping and browsing and planning what to do next, deciding to head to Crown's Keep where there's a ship that will take them to the land of the Dragonborn. A long journey away from the human kingdoms in order to find Kelvir's lost child, Ember. However, it's still a journey to make to Crown's Keep, and before they leave, they plan to enjoy themselves a bit. And we begin with the party at a bathhouse. And for you, our lovely, lovely editor, do you remember the greenery the green scene that I sent to you?
Oh,
the bushing?
I don't have that one on hand at
Fancy
the
art.
moment.
You don't have that one on hand.
Not at the moment. I didn't.
The one I told
Crucify
you,
him.
hey, last session, we're going to need these scenes.
You didn't use the greenery one last session.
So
This is the part where
yeah,
we cut
which
out
means
the
I'll probably use
argument.
it next session.
No. This is the part where we shame the editor.
AKA
Shame.
cut. AKA cut
know,
everything.
I
mean,
know.
hey, no. We're gonna cut this for now. If you don't have that scene prepared, by all means, let me go find a better picture and take that time in.
No. Okay, look. Just give me a minute.
It's too late.
Where is it?
Oh,
Where
no,
is it?
Justin, you've already messed up.
I-
She's determined.
No, I'm gonna find it before she gets the other one.
I don't think she'll want to use
Greenery
it
one?
anyway.
Which one? There's like three. There's two. You sent me one.
Yeah, well,
twice.
Well, there's the ones with the geometric like bushes.
That one? Done.
Yeah.
Me and the
Good,
boys went
motherfucker.
geometric bushes.
Just gonna
I
down.
don't know anymore.
Me and the boys in the geometric bushes.
Me and the boys when them bushes be geometrical as fuck.
Hello, editor me. You're probably listening to this thinking, wow, Justin, everything you do is bad, and you're entirely right. Get back to college work.
No.
Get back to
Not
college
really.
work,
I mean,
nerd.
sometimes you'll say funny shit, and that'll make me happy.
Okay.
So
So
it's
are
like
you
I'm
nice.
ready?
leaving this part in, right?
90%.
I'm not gonna leave this
And
part
let's
in.
transition, and we will begin.
I need to take Terror out. Give me a second. Because I need to take Terror out of the scene, because...
You just hear the cocking of a gun
Wow,
on his.
why are you gonna
You
assassinate
to
the
take out
small
terror.
kobold
Give me a
boy?
second. Like,
Don't
Hold
assassinate
still,
the
you little
small
shit.
kobold boy. I need to find a sandbath.
You'll find a sandbath in hell.
here there is no sand. You've been living a lie.
There is no sand in the nether, it's only gravel. What do you mean?
There's only soul sand, and that's
All
all
right.
you get.
That doesn't count.
Bah! Bah! There we go. We're good now. There's the scene.
It is a clear day in Gilderin as before. The sun is still shining high. You all make your way to the courtyard in the back. A field of shrubs and green grass. And to the very end in the back, there is a well-kept shed. And beside that, this body of clear water. Then you notice a small brook sort of built alongside it. There are no fish of any kind in there. And you notice a couple of things laid about on the wooden floor just around the shed, such as towels, buckets, and oils of many kinds. is
How big?
free of any people. The bathhouse, all yours.
How big is this shed?
It's a fairly it's medium sized. It in there is a sort of main room, and then to each side is a sort of male's dressing room, female's dressing room, and then there is this closet, a supply sort of area where all of the oils, towels, and stuff like that that aren't laid about are kept in.
Okay.
So
Marie goes to the woman's locker room and doffs her armor.
yeah.
Kelvin does the same.
Let's go. Let's go.
Oh,
Your Honor spends the next
Let's
20
go.
minutes trying to remove change or trying to remove plate mail.
We're just gonna sit in the changing room. Just gonna sit in there.
You're just gonna sit in there. Are you guys are you gonna eventually come out?
No, I will stay in there forever.
No. So, I'm assuming for those of you who decide not to stay in there, eventually undress, be it to your underclothes or just completely naked, absolutely up to you, and
No.
head into the water.
The only thing I need is a towel.
oh.
Damn!
I can fight without my armor. I can fight with a towel.
Unarmored defense.
Just start rat tailing the shit out of a goblin. Just come here, you little shit.
Yes, the mystical tower of protection plus 20 AC. Why, thank you, great wizard.
My AC and advantage on any attack. Oh, grace.
What are you guys' passive perceptions?
A
on.
solid 14 for me.
Not good. I'll just say not good.
That's a 13 for me.
Wait.
Yeah, let's go, Kelvin.
Yeah.
Let me check my PP real quick to see what's at.
Yeah, what's my PP?
Oh, for God's sake.
Hey guys, I know you're gonna hate me. How the fuck do you figure out passive perception again?
10
Over
plus your
10.
perception. 10 plus wisdom, or if you're proficient in perception, add that
What's
as
your
well.
perception modifier?
12.
Oh wait, I already have it written down. It's an 11.
Anyone who has a 12 or above
Motherfucker.
would notice certain oddities of their friends, mostly clothes. It's fairly obvious to tell Caps being a sort of metal piece with holding a crystal, which you all have seen, embedded into his chest, where his right on top of where his heart would be.
Yo, what's that?
Eh?
What?
Wait, are we in different changing rooms? Or
Not
does it all
anymore.
lead out to the same area?
This is eventually. I mean, you all eventually
Welcome to a
see each
mixed
other.
bag.
There's the one water. There's one pool of water.
Then what's the point of the changing room?
The changing room is for. The changing room is for a privacy of undressing.
But if you're not wearing it, you walk out, you're in the same pool.
I mean, technically,
Well,
none of you see River
it's-
because I just stay in the
because
changing room.
some of the people here have a personal preference to just wearing their undercloth or some sort
Okay,
of other
that's fair.
items that
That's
they have,
fair. Alright, that's fair.
rather
I have a
than their
towel.
naked bodice.
Yeah.
Stepping into the waters. So with that, yeah, you guys notice that on Cap. And for those of you who did get the 12 or above passive perception, notice as I'm assuming Sir Khan will eventually make their way into the body of water.
Yes.
You briefly notice, and Rihanna with their high passive especially notice, this odd looking what's the right word for it? I'd say maybe glyph on Zircon. Would you
Oh,
like to describe it, Zircon?
Oh.
Alright. So as Serkan kind of like steps into the water, kind of like sitting down, kind of maxing, relaxing, you kind of, those with a high enough passive perception kind of see the faint glowing allure of a rune that seems to have been etched into the back of Serkan's neck, right between the shoulder blades. It kind of radiates a soft sort of crimson light.
Huh.
interesting.
Well, that's interesting. Where did that come from?
Huh? He just kind of like spins towards you. The lift thingy, and he kind of feels about his neck.
Yeah.
I've had it with me for a while now.
Ah.
I kind of see it as like a little extension of myself.
Well, that's really nice. How did you get it? Like, did you get it put there? Was it put there by someone? Did you do it yourself?
It was put on there. It was put on there by my mentor.
Oh, nice.
Very intelligent woman.
Ah.
If any, sorry.
I mean, if you somehow put a tattoo on the back of your neck, I'd be very impressed.
Less of a. Well, yeah, I guess you can say that too.
Yeah. I mean, maybe a mirror or something.
You, also, for those of you who may have not stated certain things to me, if you wish to maybe describe stuff that your companions wouldn't notice when fully clothed, you may. If not, that's fine.
Marie points at Cap's chest. What's that?
Eh?
That is what he pulled out of his chest.
My eyes are up here, Marie.
It's a good one. But you explain
Eh?
a little? Tell her just said.
Oh yeah, that. I don't know what it is. Apparently I need it though.
Marie's gonna insight that.
Sure. Insight.
Cool. Here
Yeah.
I go. Uh-oh.
Roll persuasion.
Persuasion? Okay.
19.
8.
I thought you were about to say 0. I'm like, what?
Hard to read.
Hard to read.
Kind of just shrugs whatever.
I mean,
walks over to the bath and sits down.
I mean, I took it out and then I kind of like died.
Hey, excuse me?
Yes, Your Honest. Quick question, actually. I never asked this. When I took out the crystal, what actually happened after that? I don't really remember.
You fall over like a sack of potatoes, sat there, and then we put it back in your chest, and you went back up.
Ah.
I'm gonna roll something real quick.
Go.
You guys continue. I'm just.
So,
I'm gonna go sit at the other end of the bath, away from Marie, because she said mean things to me.
Whoa, we're best friends. Why
No,
would
we're
you
not.
use it like that? We're best friends.
Fuck
You and me together forever.
Fuck off, lady!
So
I don't know you!
So Marie,
Mm-hmm.
you're not from around here?
Something like that.
Hey, something like that?
from Scroun's Keep.
Ah, okay.
That's where you're all heading next, right?
Yes, I believe so.
I've been tasked with escorting you all, pretty much, making sure that that guy over there, and she points at Uranus, doesn't get himself into any trouble.
Hmm.
You guys notice as you point to Uranus, a figure slowly stalking forward, feline in nature, tentacles, tentacles flowing out from their sort of shoulder region.
I take out my
Displace their-
handgun and I shoot it.
You know what's funny?
Displace
Hey,
stalking
hey,
Uranus from
Hey,
outside.
DM, you know what's funny?
Yeah?
The alert feat.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You just want to know what's even funnier? You're half blind.
Damn it, the left side, the worst side.
but as you kind of look, and I'm assuming you kind of notice maybe the sort of oddities of glances towards Uranus, you feel the grass have this sort of pressure against it. You turn around and you just see Kitty staring at you, like 5 feet away from you, not even, just ready to bounce.
What do you want?
Food.
No.
Alright, 1 second here.
Why is it bothering me? What did I do?
You don't smell. You don't smell then.
What would be Kitty's strength modifier?
Kitty's strength modifier is a plus
Mutter.
4.
Mutter.
Plus 4?
Modifier.
Okay. That's
Yeah,
a
it's a plus 4.
19. I believe that beats your AC.
Not
Yep.
wearing armor.
You
Yeah,
just
I'm
suddenly,
wearing my armor. It's
oh
my
yeah,
job,
that too. You just suddenly see sort of lunging at you and tackling you into the water is Kitty, and that's it. She like tackles you into the water, so you're like fully submerged for a second, and you feel like her paws just kicking at you before eventually getting to the surface and swimming
I'm gonna
off.
grab her by the nape and just. Am I able to or no?
Let's roll grapple. Roll athletics.
Gravel? That's a yes! You fool!
If whatever Kitty is better in acrobatics or athletics, give me the
Athletics,
modifier.
she has
18,
proficiency,
18,
and since her
20.
proficiency is the same as mine,
21.
it'd be a plus 7.
So it's a plus 7?
Yeah.
You gotta beat a 21.
You do manage to grab Kitty by the nape of the neck, and she's sort of like she stiffens, and you can hear just like low growling.
He just gives her like a dead stone cold look and just dunks her underwater for like 5 seconds and holds her back up.
Brianna, you might want to.
Keep
Kitty,
in mind, this
Animal
creature,
abuse?
Kitty is large. Like, Kitty is able to be a mount. So, the only reason you really have the chance to do this is because of the water itself.
Oh yeah, that's true. So I guess it's mainly the head of just
Yeah.
like like you're holding a toddler and you just kind of really
Yeah.
quick.
What?
I feel like a nice 7 or 8-year-old. My dad used to do that.
Have you ever seen like a 3-year-old
Hold
and you
me
hit
like
them on
holding
the
an infant
forehead and
and
their
just
head
kind of
makes like a
jump
belt?
my head underwater really quick and hold it back up?
I thought you were gonna say I thought you were referring to the baptism vine where it's just the kid getting straight up dunked.
Where's the money, Lebowski? Where's the money?
It's not the baptism vine.
Where's the money, Lebowski?
Where's the money,
Okay.
Lebowski?
So
Oh my
do
god.
that, and this goes on for a minute before you guys notice. Eventually, Abraxas and Fiacra make their way. Fiacra has some form of clothing on, while Abraxas he's strutting his stuff, and walks in and slowly gets in the water with you all.
Yo.
Hi there.
Hello.
Hello.
Eh.
What are you all talking about?
Uranus is abusing animals.
Yeah, but pretty much.
Yeah.
You should have started it first. I give Katie the stink eye.
She was just
No,
playing. Don't worry about it.
Quick question: can she swim or?
I'm in the water, aren't I?
Good point.
Yeah, that's true.
Do I know how to swim?
I thought cats
Prove
didn't
it then.
like.
She looks to Uranus, just like, lets me go.
He lets her go.
And you just see her, just like, you just see splashing. Like you get hit with water, and suddenly, like you just see swimming and paddling roughly and quickly towards you is Kitty Cat. And she sort of
This
looks
cat
to
is out
you.
for blood.
she looks to you, stops, and just gives a quick snarl. How's that for swimming?
Pretty good, but no.
Pathetic.
Let
You know
me
what the
ask you,
response?
do you breathe underwater?
Hmm?
Do you breathe underwater?
I don't know.
Prove
But
it. And she just she goes and she slams her upper paws on your shoulders.
In this
and
episode, it's this
just-
placer beast that's been hanging out with the party who decides to turn tail and try and kill us.
Make a contested strength check.
What? Oh no.
Oh no, he's failing this. There's no way he's making this check.
Brianna, I rolled an 11. Add a modifier.
Okay. That'd be a 15.
15.
Yeah.
Cat.
And 9.
You just get dunked underwater. this mass of muscle and fur on top of you, keeping you underwater, and you're just like struggling, just like can't.
Cap will cast enhance ability and try and just pick her up out of the pick Kitty up out of the water.
Roll it, and now roll it equal, and that's only because I would give you disadvantage considering the circumstances you're under.
Ah. Okay. Are you serious? Literally just a not 6 actually.
Sorry. You manage you do put some weight, and Kitty just like looks and is just like, I'm not supposed to kill you all, so she kind of like steps off, and you manage to break to the surface. In your mind, though, you're pretty sure you got her off.
Eh.
Alright.
Well, it looks like you
Kitty.
can't.
No.
Would you rather leave here and me go get you a steak or something?
I'm fine. And
Okay.
she sort of climbs out and she shakes the water off of her fur and sort of rests besides the edge.
I'll take the steak.
Oh, you want to go with me for steak later on or something?
Sure.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Count me in too.
I mean,
What?
are you going to pay for it yourself?
I will, yes.
Okay.
And besides, I don't know Audra has you anyway.
We are just
Are you
friends.
hitting on her?
Huh? No.
She just kind of looks at you with a deadpan expression.
You, for those of you with a passive perception, I will say it's not hard to notice. Along Abraxas's arm, one that's usually covered by this long sleeve and a glove that sort of hooks onto the space between, or like a sleeve that hooks on between the thumb and the index, is this red ink. And on it is a language in which I don't think many of you know, Abyssal.
Wait, do I
Dang
know?
it.
Nope.
Hold on, cool. Let me see if I
I'm
know
waiting
this.
for something to be
Mr. Khan might
primordial.
know.
Do I at least know it's Abyssal? Or
You
no?
recognize it as Abyssal. With your
I can't read it, but I know what it is.
Oh wait, would I recognize it then?
yes.
Since we're both cut from the same cloth.
Hey,
Best friend Uranus.
we're not best friends, but hey.
Hey, guess
Yeah.
what?
You know?
Yup.
It reads Mother's Child.
I mean, aren't we all?
He's a mama's boy.
Mama's boy.
Mama's boy.
And roll me a perception check.
Everyone?
Okay.
No, Sir Khan, because he's the one who can read it.
Oh, here we go. Let's go. Oh, whoa.
I would like you to never say that ever again.
Thanks me. Also, that's a 17.
You notice that one of the sort of ones you can't really recognize per se, but you know it's something. It's more of a symbol in itself that means gift. At the very end of the rating.
Okay. And so Tom's just gonna like look back up and then Tom and be like, who's the mama's boy?
You got me.
Oh?
I don't know her very well. But I think I know of our mother. Right.
Hmm. So you decided to get a tattoo in Abyssal.
Yes.
Yes.
Not many people know Abyssal. Fun fact. Except for him. It's a language I learned with some knowledge I found in books and the like, and as well as our mother knows it. Why, I'm not sure. I'll be honest with you, whatever she is some sort of supernatural being. I do not know what she looks like. I do not know her intentions. All I know is that she helped me out.
Maybe she's what's following you two.
I don't think so.
That's what it is, no.
I don't think our mother would hurt him.
Yeah. Kind of sinks a bit deeper into the water.
Or am I wrong to assume that's what's underneath the bandages?
I prefer not to talk about it.
Uranus.
What?
Look, if you get to know what's on my chest, maybe we should, probably know what's underneath the bandage.
You try to lift it, I break your arm.
All right.
If Fiakra's father, you've been talking, might have something in which that could help us figure more about her in his studies. He's got a couple of magic items. She's not really sure what kind, but she's sure that maybe one of them could help us. She's been a good friend. She looks to Fiakra, and Fiakra smiles. I'm happy to help. I know that I personally don't know what I would do without my father. So I would like you two to maybe find your own parents and see who they were and all that.
Kelvier suddenly gets up and just heads back to the changing room.
Did I say something?
I don't know.
Probably. Do you want me to go ask, or wait, someone else want to go ask? Particularly someone of the female variety.
Variety?
Variety. Oh, you got the,
funny
you
is
got the
that
walking,
I'm just
talking
sitting
house
in
chat.
there.
That is the variety.
I just want to let you know this sort of like Fiacra doesn't even really step in much. She has most of her clothing on. She has like her feet in the water. It's she's just kind of relaxing with you all.
Hmm.
Pretty sure it's the
Said
whole
that she's not
parent
even-
thing getting to her.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be my best guess.
Most like,
Your goal is to go take down some cult and save her kid, right?
Essentially, I guess.
yeah.
Pretty admirable. Especially since it's this. Hold on. Quick question, DM. This cult. What do I know about it? I'm assuming nothing, but I mean like in the Archangel world. Have we been like tracking these guys down or like what?
It is lands far from your own, as archangels
So no.
have
It's
reign
it's
over.
kind of
human
like outside the
beings.
jurisdiction.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. So basically, it's a foreign country.
Yeah.
Not our country, not our problem. You know. I'm sorry.
It's mostly no. Most of the other nations aren't comfortable with a human majority of this power to be in their homelands, claiming to do stuff on the acts of the Allfather.
Makes sense.
We call that crusading, and not a lot of
Anyway.
countries like.
Um,
I'm sorry.
Just
I'm
kind
sorry.
of looks at Uranus from across the hot spring. To go back on the subject, I'm actually quite curious about what's underneath that bandage as well.
yes.
Is it a missing eye? Is it? Are you not blind? Come on. What could little
Yes,
Jeb
I'm not.
Jobadiah be hiding?
Yes. He stops what he's saying. He just gives you a
Let's
death glare.
go! Best friend Uranus!
He doesn't say anything. He's just staring you down.
Abraxas
She's
goes,
like,
"Ooh."
she's leaning back on the edge of the pool, just kind of watching him, staring at him, with like a little smile on her face.
Cap just gives her a thumbs up. It's just,
Ooh, that was. I don't think he liked that.
I didn't.
There are a lot of things people don't like.
I'd appreciate if you
Sometimes.
don't pick on my more than likely brother.
She's gotta come out eventually.
yeah.
Yeah, and he's not comfortable talking about it right now.
Hmm.
He just
We
kinda
know
nods
nothing
and
about you.
continues to lean back.
Perhaps you should talk.
Yeah. No.
Sure thing. Woke up one day, was found by the Archangels, now I'm here. Not much to me.
Welcome to the club.
What club?
Amnesiac Club.
Did I say I was an amnesiac?
You said you just woke up one day. Usually that's how amnesia kind of starts. Trust
Fair
me,
enough,
I
fair
know.
enough.
We got me, you, and the Paxi who isn't here.
Yeah, I just
Where
want to say,
is-
Kelsey, as about to walk back in, as you're walking back in the room, you just see River hasn't left.
Yup.
But he'll get to you guys in just a moment.
In case you know what we have you been following me introduced to everyone yet? I don't believe you have. I think you just showed up actually.
Uranus is still giving her the fucking death.
Good.
Uh,
She's looking back every now and again with that smug smile of hers.
Caprino, and then he points at Rihanna. Rihanna.
I know your names.
Ah, okay.
Nothing more. Nothing. That's it.
Her names?
No, I'm talking about her. General info, I guess.
It's all as I said. I don't really remember much before waking up.
Right then. Well, Abraxas, hi. orphan,
Pleasure to meet you.
then traveler, who's been wandering around since. Trying to find the whereabouts of my parents.
Hmm.
And from what I can tell, found my brother.
He doesn't answer. He's still fucking.
Good.
And I'm Fiacra. I am the daughter of the one sponsoring this group. Which
Yes.
I did let Risen know that our journey is heading overseas, and he said he'll try and help as much as he can. It will be a little bit more difficult to get much from him, considering the distance.
Oh!
So you're coming with as well?
I guess so.
Fair enough. Can't wait to be on travels with you guys.
I know we had another one, Donald. I don't know where he is.
Are you sure two clerics of Lyra in the same place are a good idea?
If it's not, I could punch you in the face.
Hmm? You wouldn't hit a cleric now, would you?
Debatable.
Hmm?
It depends. Who's the
Cuts.
better cleric?
It cuts on. It
Do you
like
slice your
flash.
bread?
I was just gonna say it flashbacks to Mary just like fighting
Punching
some
a
of the
priest.
fellow the priests of the Allfather.
Beating in a priest's face.
She's in an argument, she punches him.
He
That's
called
how
me knife here. Just the
He's
fucking.
never bringing an archangel to Vade. It always ends in a fist fight. Come on. If there is not physical violence, it's not a true debate. Just kidding.
So back to it though.
I've challenged you, Marie.
I think I challenged you.
Hmm?
I'm gonna punch you in the face.
Okay.
Stop it now.
Fiacre sort of gets up and just goes, "I'll be off," and heads back to the changing room.
Kind of gives like a 2-finger salute as she leaves.
So, so just that's it. Any details or?
I work with the recon squads. That's about it.
Ah. Wait, what does Jonas work then? What does he do?
Probably some. Actually, yeah. What do you do?
Yeah.
Hey, magical voice inside my head. What do I do?
You are sort of the enforcers. You help sort of keep the peace and go out with Rosin and a couple of others to make sure that there are no undead or fiends or like that plaguing the kingdoms, specifically of Argion.
He finally breaks the death glare and looks over to Cap and he's like, "I do enforcing or peacekeeping," and he does little finger quotes.
And by peacekeeping, you mean beat them to submission?
I mean, beat the undead until it stops moving. Yes.
I thought enforcers were supposed to beat up on dead, not smell like them.
No. See, it's probably some form of camouflage.
A bit.
I don't know. I don't know what undead.
It's intentional.
I mean, yes, it is intentional.
Ew.
Ew. Wait, what?
You know, you're not
Why
going to
would
want to
you-
talk to the dirty homeless dude, are you? Perfect for keeping watch, for doing stakeouts. I mean, sometimes they're succubi and they're like, "Oh, I'm going to steal your soul." And then they see my smelly ass and they're just like, "I'm not doing that." It's succubi
What about
repellent.
What about the people that want the Archangel's helps?
Yeah.
And they
I see
can
you
talk
and
to
think-
any of my coworkers.
I
don't know. They see the symbol, they can walk up and talk to me.
Your Honest, I was homeless for 10 years, and that I still never smelled as bad as you.
Okay, I chose to do this.
Ew.
I could have bathed
Yeah.
myself anytime I wanted.
Uh,
The fact that it's a conscious effort is somehow more disgusting.
yes,
The fact that we're in the back right now with him.
yeah.
Come on, you're
I
not a
Well, I
mean,
mean,
gamer.
I did clean him before he got in. Presentation's fun.
hmm,
Fair.
By the way, Your Honest, keep in mind, I was drunk at that point.
yep. And I was angry at that point. Sorry for punching you.
You did what?
I punched you.
To be honest, I think I was blacked out.
Yep. I know. I had to carry you about 7 blocks.
By the way, did I get that armor, by the way?
Yes.
Ah. Wait, I beat him?
Yeah.
Oh. I did not, really expect to.
I didn't either. I expected you to fucking throw up.
Eh. Alright.
Anyways, does anyone else want to have any fun conversations?
Hmm.
Preferably not about my stench.
You're
What is
right.
excerpt 16.8?
Wait, what did you say?
What is excerpt 16.8?
Thunder smite.
You see Braxis sort of look to you guys and it's like, I don't have anything else to say other than last one out smells as bad as Uranus does.
Brianna
you're
bolts
so
out.
original.
Cat bolts out.
We have to roll on this
Oh,
ship to
gets
see the
up.
balcony.
Fucking
No,
water's
you
flying
guys-
everywhere as everyone's fucking
Does
throwing.
Sir Khan like get out of there too, or is he just like? How does because like Rihanna and Cab have just already just booked it. Kitty's just slowly following along.
I got a fucking 5 for initiative, so he's just
So
gonna
you go to-
he's just kind of sitting there, and he's just gonna be like, meh.
The Braxis sort of look to you and Mary. Damn. he just looks. He looks to you
We
two
vibing.
and remain, and we're just like, damn. Well, okay then. I guess if this isn't, I guess if that's not gonna work, I don't know what will. Uranus, I have
no,
a conversation to have with you. No, Cap, you ran. You ran.
You
Oh,
booked
he's
You,
standing
you
out.
booked it.
Oh, okay.
No, you booked it.
Well, because I was gonna use my spell to get people out. But, you know.
Yeah,
Mage hand.
you booked it. So
Fly, motherfucker.
Braxis looks to you. Well, kind of expected everyone to be out. You're tough people to break. Uranus, I have to have a conversation with you.
Of course you do.
Yes, I do, because it may not have been important to you, maybe just a curiosity, but growing up where I was from, it's something I've wanted more than anything. It is my higher calling.
Which is.
Finding out about our parents.
I kind of just figured they didn't really want us. Just toss them to the curb. Whatever happens, happens. So.
I wouldn't have this connection if our mother truly didn't want us. So
What exactly connection is it?
I get dreams. I hear her. I see this dragonfly moving by. And it always just feels like maybe it's the Allfather. It's supposed to represent him, but when I see it, it feels familiar. It feels comforting.
Well, I haven't had similar dreams, but I know what you're talking about with the whole dragonfly thing. There's a representation of the Allfather, but they're not. They're common around here. It's not an unnatural occurrence to see one.
maybe.
I don't know. Dreams are weird things. I'm not really trained to deal with that sort of mental thing.
Well, perhaps have you had any mental things about your mentor?
Uh, Besides one, but that was when we were fighting on a train, and I think it was the Dream Stealer, right?
Yeah,
The Dream Stealer, and you know,
I've seen her face. Not in person. And when I see her look at you, I see guilt. She knows something. I want to know what that something is.
well, I guess we question her when we get to the headquarters. She'll most likely be there, so we can ask her then.
Sounds good.
Uh huh.
I'm sorry if I ever come off as annoying. It's nice to not be alone.
I understand.
And
He pats him on the shoulder and gets up and leaves.
Praxis gives a smile and sort of looks to you all, nods, and walks out.
Marie just kind of nods back, and she's vibing still.
Those who remain, Sir Khan and Mary.
She just hasn't had one of these in a while, you know?
Do you guys have any interaction?
I don't know about you, but Satan's just fucking bathing.
Okay.
Let's
This
go.
is a
Let's bait off.
I'm
So-
taking a fucking bath.
You guys bait off, but we're going to quickly cut to sort of Culver as you walk back in to the bathhouse. You see River just kind of there. What has River been doing during the period of before Kelvier?
Like everyone else, forget the water. I've got like a damp washcloth and I'm just kind of patting my fur down.
I'm getting
I
flashbacks,
thought
but
she
yeah.
was gonna be playing with yarn.
Forget the yarn.
You do that, and Kelvier, you walk in as she's sort of patting herself down with this washcloth.
Hi there. She's just kind of getting dressed again.
You're the one with the kid.
Yep.
You a little bit more now.
I think I'm gonna take another trip to the library. Would you like to yell at the turtles again?
Not really, but like, hey, I mean, I'm sure they've got some fire around there. If anything, I could cook them.
Oh my god.
No, we are not cooking people.
But why not?
Because people are not food.
Who said they aren't?
You're starting to sound like Kitty. What?
My name's River.
Is anyone else catching any of this?
Well, she said, well, my name's River.
No, I think it
Cutting
was.
out.
Did you call her something else?
No.
Yeah, it's gonna sound like Kitty. You said,
Yeah,
No,
I'm not Kitty. My name's
Call
River.
her anything else.
No, it's just that I said, who's that? And then, my name's not Kitty, my name's River.
Well, either way, I'm heading to the library. Are you coming with or not?
I don't really have anything better to do.
Alright, then come with.
Sure, fine. This is technically kidnapping.
Not if you agree.
Feel like that's wrong. But I don't think I don't. Maybe. Was everything
If
I
you do
told
not want to
wrong?
come, you don't have to.
What do I get out of this?
I'm not giving you anything.
She's
This is
silence.
riveting. River's like eyes are just slowly drifting apart.
yeah.
Having an
This is-
existential crisis over here.
This is the shit that is going on. It makes my brain hurt listening to this.
We're sorry.
Fucking sipping by is.
Yeah.
So
No, I cut out.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you did.
alright.
Majorly.
What did you do?
I'm gonna leap back Elvira and I'm gonna just start patting this wet washcloth against her face.
Hey, why? Why are you doing
Because.
this? No,
Take
that's what you're
it!
saying in character.
Take it!
Why? What? I just took a bath.
See.
Kelvir will just start walking out.
Okay.
Follow after. I got my wet washcloth. I'm gonna just follow.
Okay. Eventually the rest of you soon
Chaos.
enter and change as well. We're going to then change to as you all eventually you either are still bathing, but eventually time will pass and you guys will get back to getting ready, as you do have a time to be done and meet up by the stables.
All right.
Yeah.
We're going to need a change of scene, as we're going to quickly see the adventures of Terror back at that castle room in Terror.
What castle room? There are many castle rooms. Which one?
Terror commits
the
mass
one that I've
genocide
been,
by
the one that we've
erasing
been
the
using
glyph.
like last session.
Oh, okay.
Terror commits mass genocide by erasing the glyph and killing all Warforged.
It was this button do. Oh god, no! Someone stop him! Just hear the world's loudest clank outside the castle.
Give me a minute as I make that scene.
Wavy or death.
Totally something Terror would do, though.
Gravy or death. Also, Sand, if you're trying to talk, you're muted.
It's all good.
Pop. There he is.
Alright, so story time.
I love how there's a
Today-
giant bubble. Just it's the presence is. Oh Lord. Sand, are you with us?
Sand.
Sand.
Sand has died.
Did he fall asleep?
That's entirely possible.
I swear to God. You gotta cut this out.
Oh, there he is.
Okay.
There he is.
So, well, you spent 10 to 20 minutes, like I said, just the bathhouse stuff. It's now your
Yeah.
turn. So, Terror, you've been looking for sand.
Hmm.
Roll me an investigation check.
Alright, here we go. Investigation.
See how long you spend
God.
doing this.
I looked down at my phone and I looked up and there's a giant fucking terror.
Oh,
Oh god.
gravy!
Well, I got a 1, so natural.
You spend the entire time looking for sand,
Yay.
and you don't even know how, you made your way to the stables and you're by the cart.
Oh.
You just look at one of you look at one of the horses and you're like, this isn't sand. They might have sand, and you just find hay.
I thought you were gonna talk about him ripping open a horse to look for sand.
Jesus!
Is there sand within?
It's all cake. I mean, no sand.
It's all cake.
And you
I'm
see,
not-
you do notice though there is sort of getting the horses ready is Donald.
Oh. I'm approach this big old man. I'll be like, tug a little legs. I'll be like, Sam!
What?
Hey, Lord! Sam!
What about sand?
And then I do a little charade of taking a shower.
I don't have any sand. I don't think there's any sand here. Why? Is there something? Why do you need sand?
Upon telling Taylor that there is no sand in the area, you just see him staring at Donald with his big old glitter eyes, and they just go cross-eyed.
You're weird.
So Taylor's just gonna look at Donald with his big old glitter eyes and be like, Taylor need bath. Sand bath.
I don't. Oh, there's no sand here. Perhaps when we go, we can find sand, and you can get your bath. Do you realize that you're a weird one? Yeah, like in this group. This group is strange, and I've known Strange. Spent years with Strange. You are strange, stranger than even the goblin that my group sort of adopted. It was weird.
Taylor looks straight at Donald as if all the words that he just spoke just went over his head, quite literally and figuratively. Sand! Taylor needs sand.
I don't have sand.
Oh. Feeding chicken, and then I point to the horses.
No. Yeah, no. They don't. I don't know if you're asking for them to be food or if you're asking to feed them chicken. Either way, it's a no.
Yes.
No.
No.
Okay, get in the cart. He just starts he tries to pick you up and just plop you into the cart. Suffer. And he goes back to getting the the horses ready.
He's just, watching as he peeks out from the cart,
Alrighty. Now, we have a thing that we need to do.
Yes.
Oh boy.
What's the thing?
Oh boy.
What is the thing?
It's the library.
Ooh.
Give me a minute as I get that scene out.
Of course, someone had to ask to go to the library. There goes the rest of the session. God damn.
No, you're fine. We're gonna be real brief with this.
It's just Kelvier
hey.
and
River.
Yeah, just Kelvier and River. But here's the thing. I'm gonna tell you this right now. Kelvier's probably not even going to interact with Mossberry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because Kelvier is just going straight back to the area that she was at last time.
Yep. Also, editor me, I hope you're enjoying the new 1080p footage. I hope. Please. There we go. I hope. There we go.
Look at me, I'm so big.
Yes, it's because
Yeah,
Kelvier's a
because
halfling.
I'm halfling.
I'm trying to make it. I try and vaguely scale everyone.
Alright.
Alright.
Heading to the library.
You head to the library, and once again, it's this familiar sight, and you hear as you enter, "Oh, hello. Welcome. How can I help you?"
I'm just looking around. Thank you. And she keeps walking.
Okay. Enjoy your studies.
Kelvier's already like 30 feet away.
Halfling friend. And you're already at where you were before, I'm assuming.
Perfect.
Ma'am, I actually needed to return this scroll to you. It wasn't helpful at all. Thanks anyway. Bye. I don't want to speak to you ever again. I hope that you die.
Whoa!
My God.
I just got back. What the fuck?
I'm
I thought I was the
sorry to hear that, friend. Hope
friend, ma'am.
you find what you're looking for at the other institutes of the Mossberry family.
Wait, did you just tell me there's more of you?
Was I not supposed to?
I want to be real with you. If you say one more nice thing to me, but it's really, really slow, I will actually go down to your husband and I will burn him alive.
Somebody. Kelvier, please stop her.
You gotta see like her open
I'm
her
already
mouth.
in a different area. What do you mean stop her?
Feel free to browse our other selections. Till next time.
I'm gonna be real with you. Is there any bookshelf nearby that it looks like I can just shove over?
Oh my god.
Oh my lord.
I mean, they all are pretty like big and bulky. Either way, they look like a little tough. They look a little tough.
Grab just a shelf of books and just shove them onto the floor.
Okay. Roll me like a quick like athletics check.
I'm good at that.
This is meant to be quick.
Meant to be.
Quick.
17. Did you hear me?
What'd you get?
I said 17.
Okay. You just start putting like, making a mess, and you kind of just hear it go, "Oh dear. Ma'am, could you please stop that before I call the guard?"
Does Kelvin hear any of this?
Roll a perception check.
I was gonna say, you know what? At this point, she's talking so slowly. I'm just gonna start ripping every book off of the
Dirty
shelf and
20.
throwing it on the floor.
30-20, you hear this, but as you turn to go notice this, and you see that even after she's speaking all this, River's still tearing into books. You see Mrs.
Kelvin
Mossberg's
will
hands
actually smack the cat.
roll the hit.
I'm sorry, River. That is, what's 16 plus 7?
Oh.
Uh,
The hit.
Enough.
That's it. It's a hit. That's what it is.
A hit.
Oh god, max damage too. That'll be 10 hit points.
Ah!
River, enough.
You're not.
What happened? You just yelled into the void.
You're not my mom.
Do I have to be?
You're not
You
a
are
cat.
way out of line. Either stick by my side or go find the others.
Thank you for the assistance, ma'am.
Not a problem.
What is River doing?
I'll leave the library.
River, what?
I'm gonna leave the library.
Where are you going?
I don't know.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Kelvier,
course.
are you looking for anything else, or?
She's
Your
going
turn.
to the book on the history of where we're going.
Yeah, the Almanzillas.
Yeah, she's going to take it up to the lady. How much to just buy it?
To buy it?
Yes. Purchase.
She sort of looks at the book and flips it over slowly to the cover. And then she opens her mouth once more. I'd say 4 gold, please.
And real quickly, DM, how many books did River destroy?
I'd say about 6.
Alright. So if we're roughly saying 4 gold per, that'd be 6 times 4. 24. I'll hand her 28 gold.
Oh, thank you. What's your name again?
Kelvier.
I'll let my family know of your kindness. Mention your name to a fellow Mossberry.
Thank you. I'll be on my way.
Have a nice day. With that, you exit. To the sake of conveniency, I'm assuming everyone will eventually, with the exception of someone, would make their way to the cart at the designated time.
Yes.
Any more
Yes.
affairs in this city?
Let's
Okay.
get going, please. No more turtles, I swear.
No,
Please.
everyone's here with the exception of one person. River.
I give a little way for each person that arrives at the cart. Like, hello.
Oh.
It's okay. Let's just go without the cat.
Leave the cat. We can leave the cat. It'll be perfectly fine.
Leave the cat. It'll be okay.
No,
Leave the cat. Everything will be perfectly fine. It's fine.
Don't leave the cat. Don't leave the cat. The city will be burned down by the time we get back.
Yeah,
River.
let's not do that.
River,
Lock the
do
cat in
me
the
a
cat before
favor.
they can burn.
Yeah.
Roll me an intelligence check.
Do we notice that she's gone?
Yeah, you guys
Yes,
are all
we
like,
she's
you
gone.
guys are all just kind of
Pardon?
waiting to get going, and you notice that the one person left is River.
She hasn't come back yet.
How does a 1 sound? I had a 2, but I have a -1 to intelligence, so
so
1.
it's a dirty 1.
River,
Oh,
you are
God.
lost.
Wait a minute. Hold on. You left her by herself.
I told her to find you because she was causing chaos at the library.
Oh, we
I
gotta go
gave her a
find her.
choice. I said either stick by my side or go find the others.
Someone call her on the sending stone, please.
Yep. And ding ding.
River.
Hello there. You have reached my. What do you need?
When did River get formal? Wait a second.
Yeah.
River, honey.
Name's Honey. My name was River.
Oh god, she's
Name's
breaking up.
Honey, my name
No,
is
no.
River.
The glitch is back.
The sending stone is breaking up.
There's bad reception.
That's what I said, River. Are you going to come back?
Because I'm back.
I'm sorry, the
Like,
sending stone is doing
It feels
awfully.
like the sending stone is actually messing up. This is fucking great.
I'm sorry. What was that?
Amazing.
Oh my
Alright, I think you might have to leave the call and come back.
Yeah, you might have to leave the call.
Yeah. Alright, let me cut this out.
No, leave this in.
Leave
Okay.
this
Oh my
in,
god, no,
please.
please leave this in. This is perfect. Oh my god.
Courtney, we can't hear you.
Yeah, no, we can't. Yep.
Holy
Oh my
shit.
gosh, guys, would you look at that? It's our new character, Rhythm. Oh, no, wait, never mind. Rhythm's gone.
Yeah, Are
Okay.
you there?
How do you sound now?
Do I sound
Alright, there we go.
Yeah.
Okay,
Sound
you
better.
don't sound like pixels. Okay.
say?
Yeah, so
You don't
Back
sound
to
like
it.
you're getting sent to the poop dimension.
Beyond
Back-
the poop
The fucking
okay, back to it.
River, are you going to come back?
As I said, I can't go back. My back is on my back.
Are you going to meet up with us?
Where?
The stables.
The stables?
Yes, the place with the horses.
Oh, pretty ponies. Okay.
Yes.
I don't know where that is.
Where are you?
I don't know.
What are you around? Or what's around you?
Bryn, what's around me?
Good question. Roll me an intelligence check.
I
Okay.
thought you were gonna say fur.
You know, actually, roll me a perception check. I'll give you that.
No, do it. Do intelligence. Do it.
No, do perception, because that's what I've
It's a
decided.
natural 1.
What
Oh
the
my God.
fuck?
Oh, dear
You have-
lord.
You don't recognize anything. Roll
Much
just
like
just a
real
quick
life,
question.
you
Roll me a
temporarily
wisdom
go
save.
blind.
A wisdom save?
Yeah.
That's a 5.
River,
Yeah.
you have no idea where you are. You have no idea what's around you. You don't know. All you know is that you're alone again in a crowd of strangers. what if they don't get to you? If they don't know where you are, how are they going to get to you?
Oh god, she's back in the poop dimension.
What do you mean the dimension?
Okay, River's good. River's
Mm.
good. What is River doing now?
Uh, she's gonna hold the sending stone, and it's just gonna be a bunch of hyperventilating.
It's okay. Calm down. Stay put. We'll find you. All right?
I no there's
It's okay. Calm.
oh
Calm.
mm, mm.
Take a deep breath. Exhale. What?
Oh no, it's breaking up again. No.
No, it's I know what's doing. It's just the mic. Keep going.
Oh thank God.
Exhale.
You hear an exhale. Please keep going.
All right. Calm down. We'll find you. Just stay put. And Kelvier starts walking.
River, roll me a perception check.
Oh my god, she's like 5 foot from the stables, isn't she?
3.
3.
Oh my.
It's hard.
Why do you have such low
You're
wisdom?
struggling to look around, and you
Wait,
kind of bump
wisdom.
into,
I just am awful.
you bump into someone, and it's this larger sort of dragonborn gentleman. You see white white scaled, pale blue eyes, sort of scar sort of across the snout, horns sort of curling back with some tendrils making up what would be like hair, and are you all right?
I'm lost. I don't. It's nice. I don't know who you are.
It's okay. Calm down. Who were you with?
Um. There was this one guy. He has an eye patch. Not really an eye patch. It's more like a ribbon that he has that covers like his eye, cause he looks kind of dumb and he smells bad. There was a very short lady, like shorter than me, and I'm pretty short, and she had like these pointy-ish ears.
Okay. This do you know where they went? Where they are at all?
I think I heard stable, and then they said they'd find me, but I don't know where I am.
It's okay. I can take you over to the stables. Okay?
Sir, do you know my dad?
Do you know what your dad looks like?
I think
Name?
I think he said his name was Nanya.
I don't know anyone by the name of Nenya. But come with me. And he sort of extends a hand calmly.
I'm gonna hold his hand.
And he begins to walk with you. Before you guys can search too far, you're approached by a white dragonborn holding the hands of a tabaxi.
Oh, you found River.
Yeah, she was lost, and I just thought she could use the help, I guess.
Thank you.
It's not a problem. I just would recommend someone being close with her. She seems a little.
She hands him 2 gold.
Oh, I don't need coin. I'm fine. just keep an eye on them. Young, she's quite young, and I
We've been
wouldn't want to see
trying,
her in
but she's
danger.
quite the sneaky.
This isn't my dad.
That is correct.
Yes.
Well,
Thank you, sir.
yes.
Do I see this like Dragonborn?
Yes, you do.
I immediately scurry to the Dragonborn and like stand in front of you like and I'm on the street speaking Draconic!
Oh!
Oh my god.
Oh no.
You are me. Fascinating.
I beg your pardon.
In my travels, I have not seen one of my, and then I gesture him, my kind. This
Um,
is fascinating, and everyone else sees Taylor like kind of like
Does
observing.
Taylor think he's going
Like-
to evolve into a dragonborn?
I hope you know Rihanna knows everything that's being said right now because she knows Draconic.
my
Yeah,
my
but you have
my
No way.
companion, you're a little small to be one of my kind.
But we speak the same tongue. You and I.
Yes, as I believe that's what your kind also does.
But
Many of different kinds can speak the same tongue, like how you and your companions can all speak the common tongue.
but they do not understand my language. And I just gesture the party.
Okay. I don't know what to tell you, but you are I
They
believe
think I am an imbecile, but I am not.
well,
Please assist me. fellow
I don't think we think you're an imbecile. Rihanna replies in Draconic.
Ugh. Like everyone's like see Taylor like do like a quick turn with a big ol' ass to Rihanna like
Hey, small one, you aren't a dragonborn. I hate to tell you this. You are a kobold. They're smaller, and they often lack the breath that a dragonborn carries. And we
But-
do not have wings, normally, nor tails.
huh. Thank you for your information, fellow dragonkin. And I kind of like, I don't know, kiss his hand. I don't know.
And he looks to you all and he speaks in the common tongue. Best of luck on your travels, adventures. And he just gives a nod and he kind of looks to you all
Thank
weirdly
you.
before taking his leave.
Murray gives him a 2-finger salute as
After he
walks
I
away.
immediately scurry to fucking Rihanna, like, you can understand me? And like, I'm right at her face. Like, scary. Like,
This is
She,
terrible.
she's,
Oh no.
she like leans back. Yes, I can understand.
and he,
And I sure am glad I can't hear whatever the fuck he's saying. Anyway, let's get going.
To be honest, I'm kind of curious what he has to say.
I'm not. Let's go.
Rihanna, how does he speak? And then
I'm
Cap's
gonna
kind of
just
just
give
doing that.
Rihanna a big ol' hug, and I'm just gonna like cry a bit, like
Let's
finally,
get going.
Though, why are you hugging me?
because someone finally understands.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Okay.
Cap is watching. He's fascinated by what he's watching.
Rihanna has a look of help me on her face.
Why
So-
is Payror and Draconic Excalibur from Soul Eater?
I'm assuming you all get on the cart and start to
Yeah.
head out.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you guys begin to set on your journey.
I'm just hugging
So.
Rian.
Cutting from the slowly coming down from the mountains into the lowland of rolling hills, slight bits of shrubbery, tall grass, and farmland. Snow melt, coasting and lightly coating the ground as the sun beats down on it, slowly melting away. You all take the path before you. Those of you who wish to be in the carts, take the carts. Who is controlling the cart?
I will.
Okay.
No, I will. We shall fight over this. I couldn't unmute myself in time. Fuck.
Sorry, I win.
No.
To be honest, I'd
Yeah.
rather have the person with 2 eyes, control the
Alright,
cart.
fuck you. That's biased.
So,
I mean,
I mean,
Marie.
hey, best friend, you're honest. You can be up here with me.
I guess. I'll ride shotgun. Pulls out
Let's go,
shotgun
best
from under the
buddy.
seat.
Well, if Uranus is helping, Marie can roll a survival check with advantage to be leading the cart down the right direction. And whoever is sort of at the back of the cart or walking at the back of the cart with as a vanguard, who would that be?
Rihanna is mounted on Kitty, most likely, and is keeping lookout too.
I'm close
There
to
was a
Rian.
lot of voices, so
Yeah, there was a
who?
lot of
Um,
Rihanna, so she
Rihanna.
wanted to do it, so she can do it.
All right, Rihanna, roll me
Yeah.
perception.
I got you. Hold on, let me. There we go.
15
Choo-choo.
survive.
Okay.
Okay, let me just add that real quick. That is a 15 perception.
Okay, 1 second here. 15, got you. Make sure I have all this. And, alright. I'm gonna roll something.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
We haven't even been on the road for 5 minutes.
Well, this is, we're going to be passing the time. So actually, if you guys wish to have any interactions while on the road, please do so now while I get this
Yes.
set up.
So, Rihanna, your Kitty just lets you do that?
What do you mean?
You're like riding her like some kind of demented horse.
She
You
is
call me a
large
demented
enough.
horse again, and I will eat you.
And Cap's barbs appear on Cap's skin again. And it's just like, I'd like to see. And he pauses.
Miss Mary.
I've eaten a porcupine before. Don't test me.
Miss
Cat-
Rihanna. Miss Rihanna. Over here. And I'm just like crying. Like, getting her attention.
What is it? Terror.
I have so many inquiries about the common folk, like this gravy that I tasted. It was the most delicious concoction I have ever tasted. What is it made of?
Just throw him off the cart, man. Just throw him off the cart. His little feet can't keep up with us. Just toss him off. We'll be fine.
He's got wings, though.
He can't fly fast enough.
I don't really know what it's made out of because I don't cook really. Yeah, I don't know.
I see. I understand. Your feline there threatens to eat my very being. Could you perhaps control your feline companion a bit more.
I
I've
can't take
already.
terror seriously.
Brianna, what the fuck is he saying?
Yeah, Mariana, how does he talk when he's like speaking
She,
Draconic? How does he talk?
she just sort of like
I've
raises up her
noticed that his
finger for.
voice. I noticed that his voice drops like 7 octaves. It's scary.
Yeah, Brianna, how does he sound?
You know, I'll answer that question later, you guys.
Can you teach me Draconic?
Yes.
I don't. No, I'm not the teacher.
But
Can terror?
Yes, terror. Speak.
See,
how does
Yeah.
he talk Draconic better than he talks
Well,
in
then
common?
come over here and teach me Draconic. She kind of mouths over to Rayana. You're welcome.
She gives Kelvier this like thankful look, like thank you so much. Like there are tears in her eyes.
Then she
I'm not the only one
goes
who
your
did voice
draconic and
dropping,
sort
right?
of fan
No,
of
no, still.
Why does his voice drop? Why does your voice drop?
I would assume that much like other languages, it's more guttural, so it would require.
No, but like he sounds like a pig on helium when he talks normally.
Yeah, I
Miss
know.
Rihanna, could you tell the one-eyed imbecile that this is my normal speaking voice?
He wanted me to tell you, Your Honest, that is his normal speaking voice.
And I stick my tongue out. Eh.
It
Uh,
has to be
Wait, but then why would his
selective.
voice go higher? Like you don't see me going celestial and going, and then he goes to celestial. Look at me, I'm stable. And he goes back. He tries to go as high as he can. So it's more like, look at me, I'm stable. A bit more
It's more
scratchy.
likely to drop when it's guttural, but
Yeah.
if you're speaking such as
No, but I
She switches
understand
over
that,
to
but like
Sylvan.
it drops.
She switches
Like
over to Sylvan. When you're speaking a tongue like this, it's light and fluffy.
I have no
So-
idea what the fuck you just said.
Yeah, no, me
I start
neither.
speaking infernal. No.
Everyone just, oh my god, there's some poor farmer dude walking by, and there's just a cart of idiots screaming in they're in different languages.
So,
Donald grabs like the nearest person, and I'm just gonna let that be like Cap, and he just looks at Cap, deadly eyes, just like end it, please. I can't. This is the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my entire life adventure.
Cap starts to speak infernal.
Oh my god.
God damn it!
I
starts to
spy
speak
with
very-
my
over to
little eye
Donald.
something green.
Shut up!
Is it the grass?
No.
Long
Damn.
story short, Terror, I meant what I asked. Please, teach me Draconic, even if it's a little bit. It may come useful when we head there.
Mm.
Can I even teach Kelvir in a short matter of time?
You could
We have, like,
try.
3 months on this trip. I'm not.
I mean, not the
asking
cart
you.
part though. I mean, this journey is like what, like a week, maybe
Well,
more.
yes, but beginning to get the roots.
You could try throughout your travel. We'll get to that later.
Alright.
So,
Okay.
So, on the topic of languages, since we are going to be traveling, it may be a good idea to know who can speak what.
Well, currently I've got 4. I can speak Common, Halfling, and
course.
no, I'm not teaching any of you.
Oh.
Primordial and Sylvan.
You speak fairy?
Yes.
I
You
mean,
know what languages I can speak?
what?
Is it shut the fuck up?
Fucking common.
Wait, hold on.
Dwarvish too, but fuck that bullshit of speaking gibberish when you all can just speak the same tongue so we know what the fuck's going on.
Thank you.
Some may not know common. Look at
Taylor,
Terror.
speak good.
There you go.
Some may not know common.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well,
It's not hard to
Aeror
learn.
knows the basics of common. That's all we need.
Chicken.
Exactly.
Good enough for me.
I like the fact that he's screaming this in the distance.
I just don't. Does he really need to
Some
know
poor
full
farmer.
common though? Does he
Some
really
poor
need
farmer.
to know? Does he really need to know full common? Does he really? Do we
Yeah,
want to
no,
give him that power?
I mean, it's kind of simple when you don't know less. It's just like, look, tree, bear, attack, defend. You know, one word gets across
Yes.
the message a lot quicker.
Yes, but see,
Then,
why not
Look,
start speak?
my dear friend, there is a tree over there where we must go. You know, just go tree, go. You know, it's a lot easier.
Hence why I'm
This is
asking
why
him to teach me
everyone
even a little
believes
bit.
I'm an imbecile.
If I can get the point across in Draconic, makes it simpler.
I guess.
So, what about the rest of you?
Common and celestial. That's
Oh,
better.
Common and Inferno. Or as I'm pretty sure you're also call it Heresy.
He speaks demon speak. Kick him
I
off the
do.
card.
Abraxas speaks.
Hmm?
Common, celestial, abyssal.
Ah.
Common, Elvish, Sylvan, Draconic, and Primordial.
You speak Primordial as well?
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
Huh. Why?
I learned it. I was taught it.
Do elves
Simple.
just teach people languages or
Uh,
I mean, they are
I
pretty
mean,
pompous. They mean, you know,
They do like their languages.
yeah.
yeah.
I like how we're just being super racist.
Fucking drag on the elves.
with Marie
Oh,
on
no.
the card.
Two-
With an elf
hang on.
on the card.
Two! Marie's and Eldrin.
Yeah.
Damn.
Rayana's completely agreeing with like what you guys are saying. She's like, yeah,
Also true.
Yeah.
Right, and then Sarkhan. What languages do you speak?
Common, Infernal, Elvish, and Abyssal.
Ah, and then he starts talking in Infernal.
Oh my
Hey.
god.
You want to see what'll freak out Uranus?
Uranus's ears are burning.
He's just giving him a look like I will stab you.
He's speaking in
Kinda
Infernal.
Sertan cocks an eyebrow before giving like a small smirk and replying in Infernal. I'm listening.
Look, just say the word lemon in Infernal over and over again. Make it sound like a chant and see what his response is gonna be.
Okay.
Oh, this is
Keep-
beautiful.
You're honest, they're trying to curse you.
Lemon, 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 lemon,
Pull up,
lemon,
pull up,
lemon,
pull up,
lemon,
pull up.
lemon.
There's a common to Infernal translate on Lingo Jam.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, yeah, I had. Oh yeah, that infernal translator I found. for the
Now,
next time.
and then you kind of like hear Sertan just kind of like snake up behind Uranus and begin whispering in his ear, "Lipa, lipa, 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 lipa,
Jesus
lipa,
Christ, I hate all of you.
You're not
Cover
the guy
your-
who they're
have your
shouting
head in
the
your
same
hand.
word over and over again at. I mean, you can try and curse me. It's not like I'm already.
Fiacra raises a hand. Common, celestial, sylvan.
hey,
Oh,
Sylvan.
elvish too.
Sylvan seems to be
Same.
a commonality among us.
Hmm.
Slightly.
Now, if I remember correctly, apparently before I lost my memory, I spoke And then Kappas opens his book again to the first half. Undercommon, apparently.
Undercommon?
Before I lost my memory,
Does Kelvir know where that's from?
Intelligence check. Also, Terror, if you're with us, can you do me a favor and roll me a d8?
Oh no.
Why?
Why does he need to roll?
Because.
He's
You
gonna
said
explode.
intelligence check?
5.
Yeah.
That's an 18.
You recognize Undercommon as a language spoken from the Underdark. Creatures like Drow or Snurfeblin or Durgar.
Okay. Why do you speak Drow?
To be entirely honest, I don't remember.
There's much to figure out.
Well,
Uranus,
What?
roll me a wisdom save.
Oh
Oh,
shit.
biggity boy.
Did my roll had an effect on
We
it?
don't know.
we don't know.
Oh,
That guy's
wisdom
gonna-
save. I'm terrible at these. How much you guys want to bet I fuck up?
You have 13 wisdom. You're fine.
Yeah, you're fine.
Sure. Oh wait, I have proficiency in wisdom saves. So 17, 18, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10.
Huh?
Yeah.
You notice everything stop.
Huh?
Almost frozen in time. And you hear a voice echo. Give me a moment. I have to change stuff.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. Oh, cool. I'm a warlock now. Awesome.
I mean, Paladin Warlock.
I'm gonna have to kill you now. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Yep.
biggity boy.
Yep, these the rules.
Damn it, the lemon chant worked. No.
Them's the rules.
Them's the rules.
Lemon, 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 lemon.
What is it, that SpongeBob scene where it's like, every villain is lemons or evil?
Every... I really want some art of that now. Just Zircon and Cap just surrounding Zircon, just Uranus.
He's got his arms folded and he's like hunched over all grumpy.
And he's just, both of them just going, lemon, 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 lemon.
Lemon, lemon, lemon. Should put that infernal translator in the chat so people can play with it. It's a fun translator. It can't take like apostrophes and stuff, but you know, it's pretty fun.
Oh my gosh. Jeb,
So-
I remember. Never mind.
You hear a voice echo. I don't seem to be in the right possession.
Can I help you? He's looking around trying to find where this voice is coming from.
You look to your bag, and you see in your bag is a familiar coin you pocketed from Essen.
Oh. I take out the coin. Look at it.
The scales. And you hear the voice echo, but you feel this connection to that, though you don't see anything or anyone.
Okay. So, I'm gonna guess sending stone or a talking coin.
Much more mortal.
Oh, an egotistical talking coin.
I only speak the truth. Your time is short.
Hmm.
In the span of all things, that is. Now tell me, why do you have this coin?
Well, the last guy who had it was kind of, doing tyrannical things, and I kind of sort of removed his jaw. So I'm thinking I need to remove yours, whoever you are.
He disturbed the balance, though I do not think his punishment you bestowed upon him was the right one.
Well,
Punishment was needed.
I figured it kind of balanced out since he hung a lot of people. So I figured removing his jaw would be best.
He did not. He abused the powers he was given. In that case, well, I suppose it can remain with you.
What, this coin?
Yes.
I'm gonna cast Divine Sense really quick.
What does that have you see again?
Let me get it out real quick. Oh, spell. No, that's not oath spells. Paladin abilities. Divine sense. The presence of strong evil registers on your senses like a noxious odor, and the powerful good rings out like heavenly music in your ears. As an action, you can open your awareness to detect such forces. Until the end of your next turn, you know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet of you that is not kind total cover.
What categories again? Celestial, Fiend, Fey, Undead?
Celestial fiend, or undead. Yes.
Or Undead. Can't get a read on anything. Good, bad, or what kind it is. This entity, unknown.
I got a feeling you're a bad thing.
I'm not bad, nor am I good. I simply am a balance. I am the judge.
Okay.
Now, like I said, this coin, rightfully so, does not belong in your possession. But for the time being, until I can figure out to whose possession it should go to, I'd like you to keep it.
What do I get out of it? Anything?
You get the fact knowing what you do, and by securing this coin, you aid in furthering a cause. That cause being is making sure power is in check.
No, usually when I hear people going after a cause, it never ends well.
Aren't you after your own cause? Smite evil, bring forth good, and all that is light of the
Yes, but
heavenly
most people that are trying to bring
All-Father.
balance usually mean, oh, I'm going to destroy half of the population, or oh, I'm going to burn down an entire city, or quite recently, I'm going to put a bunch of people in Warforged.
He saw that with the power at his side to let it corrupt him. I am not like any being you could comprehend.
Alright, I'll deal with you. But I'm getting a choice in who I give you off to as well.
Very well.
If I can't find anyone, I'm tossing you into the nearest furnace I can find.
Fine by me. There are plenty of others.
Okay,
It's
good to
simply a
know.
piece.
I'm putting you back in the bag now.
We'll speak again.
He puts him back in the bag.
No,
What
I
the
want to eat
fuck?
it. No, I want to eat it.
As
Time's
you
frozen. How you gonna eat it?
suddenly time returns
We don't even know it exists.
and everything resumes back as it
Dang, I want to
was.
eat it.
Freaking Dio Brando coin, stopping time, dear lord.
Dio Brando coin. We're in the middle of combat. All of a sudden, you just hear Zavaldo. Hey, Uranus, I noticed your bag screams something in Japanese.
As things return back to the way it was. Let me quickly change the music.
Thank God, I thought you was gonna say that was the end of the session.
Yeah, me too.
They made a JoJo reference. I'm gonna end the session, kill their characters.
Bowlers fall, the party dies.
So, you all are. You're honest. You put it back, and everything is as if nothing ever happened.
Everyone's still discussing languages.
Taylor!
Come back to the Tower of Babel, where everyone's just screaming different languages at each other.
Donald looks like he wants to slam his head against a wall. The rest are speaking in different languages. Fiacre is joining in this. Abraxas is joining in this.
Marie looks like she's about to pass out.
River,
Alright.
Yes.
what languages do you speak?
I'm gonna just pull out my flute and start playing.
Oh no!
You know what?
I see the language of music.
Yes.
She's a bard.
Oh no.
Wait, you said Marie looks like she's gonna pass out, right?
She's sleepy.
He nudges Marie. You
No.
alright?
I'm fine.
I mean, it
Well,
is
you're
getting
about to-
dark.
You guys want to make camp for the night?
Bad idea.
Sure, yes.
Alright.
Roll me a perception. Someone roll me a perception check, and then someone roll me a survival.
I'll
Two
roll
people-
perception.
I'll do survival.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, you're
Oh, that's actually really good. Okay. I was surprised. We're both having a good day here.
Isn't that 20?
Except for the evil coin. That was not a good day. I got a dirty 20. I rolled a 19 and I have a +1 wisdom. Yeah.
So
I rolled a 20, but I have a +3
guys-
technically.
you guys quickly and sort of make camp and find a place to do so, and the sky soon changes. That is for Justin.
Oh, okay. Is there? Let me get the. What, do we have
You
a
know
night?
what there is.
Just get
I
the
sent it.
paint bucket and click on the sky background and get like
Yeah.
black and just fill it out.
I,
And then
that's
like
not
get
how
some
that
white,
works.
get like the thinnest white pencil and just kind of poke holes. You know.
Give me a minute. I'm just gonna. Oh, there is a. That's not royalty free. It's very
no,
obviously
that's
not
not
royalty free, Trin.
Then find something, because I can't. I was looking everywhere for something.
Do you guys should we continue while he looks or?
Yep.
I'm just gonna download it. You know what? If
So
they
you
want their
speak
watermark there, they
flute.
can have their watermark there.
You speak flute. Understood.
Keep playing the flute.
Are we having this conversation again about languages?
We were finishing it up. Oh, what do you mean having it again?
Alright.
Oh no.
Just a distant chicken.
I'm just gonna go to
Alright.
Rihanna.
What do
and be
you
like,
mean
Oh
again?
no.
Miss Rihanna, I am hungry.
Hmm.
No.
I require sustenance.
We'll find food later. Okay.
Very well. And I like flour.
More gravy!
More gravy! More gravy!
Hero, we are in the middle of the woods. We cannot give you gravy. More gravy!
He just picks up a pile of mud. Nature gravy.
Nature gravy!
Slaps that
No.
nice chicken.
No, I can tell the difference.
Does it taste the same?
I'm not sure you can.
Alright, continue.
Second here.
Now that the background is night.
Alrighty. So, do you guys do anything before you kind of do
Set up watches.
rest and make watches? Like, is there any like traditions or things that you wish to do?
Cap is doing traditional Cleric of Lyra stuff. I don't know what the ritual is. It's kind of more up to you than me.
Calvier's probably going to sit crisscrossed with her blade in her lap a little bit, with a little bit of meditation before taking her watch.
Alright.
I'm gonna make sure we get enough firewood.
I am going to do what I normally do before watches.
She's going on her booty call.
Booty call.
Booty call.
Wait, I have a question.
Hmm?
I am an elf, right? I have trance, which means I only need to sleep for half as long. Does that mean I can take 2 watches? Because I only need 4 hours of sleep.
Could,
I'm gonna do that.
but
But you only sleep for 8 hours,
yeah, that's the thing.
so you can only take
Technically,
one.
Yeah,
you'd
you
only be able to
take
take
like-
one.
Wait, what? But I only need 4 for a long rest.
Yeah, but it's still 8 hours, and the watches are divided a little more like differently, so you'd still be sleeping for part of
Alrighty.
that other watch.
Alrighty.
Quote unquote sleeping.
I'll be vibing.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a little over like 2.5 per watch. So, with that, is there anything specific other than those? If not, please put your watch choices in Campagan.
Campagan.
We now have to change the name of that chat to Campagan.
Copenhagen.
I mean, there's
Copenhagen.
I mean, there is Campagan from that.
Please put it in the colonoscopy chat. I mean, Camp.
Jesus.
I'm sorry.
I hate you.
You know what? You know
Thank
what?
you.
That's staying up. That's staying up. The internet's gonna see what I have to put up with.
Oh no. No, don't wait. No, I'm sorry.
Unless you really,
I'm
do you
sorry,
really
wait,
want me to
no.
cut it out, or?
I don't really care.
Okay.
Okay. Who's taking first watches?
I
The
am.
extreme importance. Okay.
Third watch.
River now remembers me. That's no good. Because that means it's bad.
Third watch.
So is it just
boy.
Kelvier on first watch, or is
I'll
anyone else
take
taking?
first watch.
All right, I'm gonna see. There's 3 NPCs, so each of them will take watches. Let me roll to see who takes what.
There's gonna be a lot of
Now
people
we
taking
know
watches.
what watch Marie's gonna take.
It's. I mean, they won't be rolling watches with you, but they will be
Yeah.
sort
Yeah,
of joining
you
with
take
you in the
Fiacre.
nighttime activity. You guys. I will be rolling to see who takes what.
First.
Oh my god. So, Marie, Uranus, Kelvier, and let's
Kelvier.
roll. A Brex!
Oh no.
Hey, we're
Hey.
together, baby.
Uranus's worst nightmare.
We're all
Oh, it can't get any
together.
worse.
As night falls, you all see the sort of stars above you. It's this cascade of these white dots across the sky, and these colorful sort of mists or the like coating the night sky, and dark clouds covering all of it. The moon is about half moon, and it is all quiet except for the crickets and the occasional sounds of owls, the campfire, and so on.
Wow, there's an owl right there. So realistic, so lifelike.
Woo!
I hate you guys.
There's
Good.
an
Who
albino
gave the owl
cat.
the phone?
There's an albino cat harassing an owl. It's great.
Damn, owl took someone's mic.
Wrong
Whose
campaign.
void? Whose void is
No,
showing?
that's the roaring campfire. Can't you tell?
Yeah.
I love when my campfire sounds like pixels.
All right.
But no,
So
it's Justin's favorite NPC.
I
Right.
hate all of you.
I'm gonna be tending to the fire, I guess. Keeping an eye on it.
Kelvier's just staring at it because it's pretty. It's what I do every time there's a fire. I just stare at it.
Pyromaniac, kinda.
Yeah.
What else is new? You guys know this outside of character.
Alright.
Marie's got her like lance in her hand as she's looking around.
Gabby.
There it is, the roaring campfire.
Ah, yes, the campfire.
Oh, no, the campfire went out. It's back.
Gabby. Just okay. Okay.
Oh
Okay.
Animate this, please.
So.
Yes.
Someone put a timestamp. I'll animate it.
You,
Yes. Justin, please.
Oh.
So you all begin to settle in for the watch. Braxis seems to just be patching up his clothes as he brings out this small kit with a needle and thread.
So, you know how to sew. Neat. Pokes the fire again.
It's not terribly difficult.
The one who
I'm not surprised he learned.
That's fair.
learned it from a halfling, actually.
Really?
Yes. She oversaw the orphanage. She was like a mother to me.
Well, that's nice
Cool.
of her.
I haven't known you long, but you remind me a lot like her.
Really?
You've got
Should
that
I
instinct.
Take that as a compliment.
Most definitely. I think anyone to have traits like her are truly blessed. By whatever god they see fit. And he gives a
What was she
small
like?
smile. Oh. Well, she was a little stern sometimes, but she always did it out of love. She wanted to make sure we were all safe, happy, and fed, even when there wasn't much to go around. Wanted all of us to get adopted. I used to hide away, focus on magic. And she always got worried. Worried that I wouldn't find the perfect family. She does what she can to remember all of our names. Talk to us if we seemed upset. If we caused too much trouble, trust me, there'd be quite a talking to. And, she worried. A kid was out too long. They were too quiet, or they had a fever. She's always quick to worry, but quick to act.
I know the feeling.
Yeah.
So
No,
I'm guessing you didn't find it.
No, I didn't.
Kind of hard to check for a fever on a fire, but yeah, I get the gist.
What about you? You got a story like that, apprentice boy? And she kind of looks over to Uranus.
He looks over at her. I sat in the HQ. I had basic training. Other things happened. I finished, and then went on my merry way and did enforcing things. And I met you guys. Not
Fair
much
enough.
to tell.
What about
There-
you, Marie?
I've said everything that I pretty much know. Woke up. Archangels found me. Started working for him.
Oh,
Where exactly did you wake up?
Good question. Don't really remember. Just know that I was taken at Crown's Keep. Found this though, and she kind of like holds out her lance. It was there when I woke up. I carried it with me ever since. It's like a good luck charm.
Seems kind of impractical.
A lance?
I mean, wouldn't you need a steed or something? You know, get the momentum going.
Does-
Yeah, I can make one up right now, actually.
Oh, you have that. Alright.
Mm-hmm.
what?
It's
Give me
something
about
that they
10
teach
minutes.
you.
You'll see.
It's something that they teach you. You can summon amounts of celestial type, and it's nice. I didn't really figure it out. Kind of gave up on the 5th try. And I'll learn it eventually, but
That sounds awesome.
oh, it is. It's really awesome if you can do it like she can. But he goes back to tending the fire.
Uranus, did you not have some sort of parental figure at all?
Oh, I had Rosin, if that's what you're asking.
Hmm.
Wasn't much as platonic as it was, I'm in charge of you. Go do thing. There was bits and pieces of it, but we aren't related, so
And no idea of who your parents are.
Nope.
Not a one.
not at all. Didn't really tell me where they went. They were just like, we found you as a baby. Here's a sword. Go kill demons.
Well, seems like archangels are good at that. And she sort of glances to Uranus and Marie.
Mm-hmm.
Guess so.
They are providing with a home, though. So
Yeah.
it doesn't sound entirely bad.
Home
Yeah.
servitude of the All-Father. What a
The old
deal.
daddy.
That part I was.
The what?
Don't. Yeah, I assume that everyone else just kind of gives Marie this look.
Yeah.
She just kind of has a smirk on her face as she just continues to watch like nothing ever
That
happened.
part I was going to leave out, because. Well, I don't know what it's like.
Kelvin.
Hmm.
I know you must be worried, but coming from a kid who, was out a lot, and I know this is different circumstances, I'm sure your kid's fine. Maybe scared, and I know that's enough to worry you as is, but fine. And I'll do what I can to make sure he is fine. And that we find him.
Then we get there as quick as possible. Simple.
Of course, fast as ship. I promise you. Just, cross my heart, my dear lady. Your son's quite lucky to have a mother like you.
Thank you. She continues to just stare at the fire.
Hey, I think I could pick up a log with this stick.
Roll me.
What?
He's gonna try and take the fire poking stick and lift up one of the logs. Like try and
Roll me.
balance it on the log.
Leverage.
Roll
You
me
need
a-
to use leverage.
I'm using leverage. Hold on.
Roll me athletics check, and then after
Athletics?
that,
Yes, I'm good at athletics.
after
Yes.
that, everyone needs to roll me perception checks.
Oh no, I'm gonna try and do it with my bigger stick.
11, 8, 9,
Just to be
10.
funny with them.
All right, Marie also roll athletics check. The rest
Let's
of you,
fucking go.
I love having proficiencies. 18.
okay, and also roll me perception, guys. So for after.
Oh no.
Yes.
Out of spite,
Oh,
she'll
no.
do it with her short sword.
Let's
Roll
go.
athletics.
He's trying to pick it up and he's like trying to keep it away from both of you.
Couldn't-
trying to fucking-
So what'd you guys get on your athletics check?
I got an 18.
I
got an
almost
18.
you, but my score
Marie
is
got
bad.
it. Yeah.
So you guys are all like
I have a
picking it up,
+5.
and you're like, and I can see
24.
like Marie and Uranus sort of like batting each other with like stick and the lance, trying to like fight over who gets to pick it up.
Swinging off, flaming.
like Uranus
Backdated.
Uranus like picks it up, and then before like he can put it up more, or you see
Keep in
Marie
mind
sort of
doing it
stick
for
the
short
lance in
sword.
and push it up more and like balance it better, and then you kind of whack the lance, and then you just start whacking the objects together, and then as you notice it, you then notice the logs up, and you're like, that's weird. None of our items are underneath the log, and you look and you just see perfectly balanced
I love the
on the
fact
short
that the
sword
log.
is Kelvir.
I love the fact that the log is on fucking fire and Abrax is just
Yeah.
watching like, hey guys, look, let's bounce this flaming log on a stick.
Yeah, he's just
Team building
he's watching in
exercise.
awe.
It's like carrying
I'm
an egg
just
with a
laughing
spoon and
because-
passing it to your buddy.
You see,
really
you see
hoping-
Apraxis as Kelvir is like comes in just like the mad lad that she is. You just see Abraxas just go.
Scooping it up with her short sword and it's
I'm
balancing
really-
on the, like flat of the blade.
I'm really hoping that deep in the woods there's a thing of bandits that's like, now we can jump them as they go to sleep. What the fuck are they doing?
Whoa, that's cool. That's a
Whoa!
cool trick.
All
That's not
right, and then
attack 'em.
what you guys get in your perception?
21.
got-
18.
I got an 8.
So
Cycle.
let me roll something real quick. So,
I just love that. And I can only imagine that even if she got burned, she'd just be like, oh,
Clown gang.
Kelvir, roll me a d20, real quick.
oh? Just a flat d20?
Yeah.
Jesus, I love rolling 19s apparently. 19.
Okay, and Marie, roll me a d8.
Well, okay.
Oh no. Wait a
I will
second.
decide your fate.
Oh,
No,
no.
please.
2.
What'd you get?
Please no.
2. Dose.
All right. The night goes by calmly,
Oh no.
and you guys have to wake up. Who's taking second watch?
Oh wait,
River.
wait.
Just
Before
me. Only me.
before we go to bed, Marie kind of takes off her armor and she shunts the lance into some just out of existence.
Ah.
Oh,
Uh,
nice.
Well, you guys know that River, to wake up River for watch, but Donald had also asked to be woken up. So how are you guys going about waking up these people?
I'll get Donald because River wants to
Marie.
stab me, so.
Mary, you should probably get River.
Fine by me. She's gonna go get River then.
How you waking him up?
She grabs River's shoulder and like lightly shakes her.
All right, River. You awake to Marie sort of shaking you awake.
Good morning.
More like good evening. It's your turn for watch.
Okay, miss, I don't know you.
That's fine. Not many people do.
Okay. Your Honest, how do you wake up?
That means absolutely nothing.
I guess, is he in a tent?
Yeah.
He kind of walks in, the fire poking stick in hand, and just nah, wake up. Like just grabs him firmly by the shoulder and just shakes him back and forth until he's up.
He sort of groans and like nudges you away before getting up.
Here's your fire stick.
Okay. And he takes the stick and he just starts walking out. And he
Yeah.
gets out of the tent and he sort of looks to River and sits beside River.
Good luck. No, you go to bed.
Go to sleep. And he looks to you, River. How you feeling?
I don't feel good.
Hmm?
I don't feel good.
Why?
I don't like these people.
Why not?
Your Honest lied to me. Kelvier hit me earlier and it really hurt. And I don't remember, but I felt like something important happened and I don't know what it was.
Right. River.
Yeah.
People are weird. Maybe sometimes you could be hard to handle. I don't think the way that they go about it might be necessarily right, but you do make it very difficult for them. And that's not all on you. But I think you need to understand the situation they're in with you. They want to help you. But in the process, they have to make sure you don't get lost. You have to make sure you're safe. They want you safe. They want to have you alongside them so they can help you and you can help them. So maybe hitting you might have not been the best idea, but what were you doing?
I remember a library. This turtle lady, if I remember correctly, her and her husband couldn't get my name right a bunch of times despite me telling them, and they were also really, really slow. And I don't like it when they're slow, cause like I move real fast, but they
So
were so slow, and I think I don't remember what I did, but I did something, and then Kelvier went and smacked me, and it hurt.
do you think, now I'm not saying what they did is right, but do you think that maybe you're mad that they're doing something that's out of their control?
It was a lot of big words.
Do you think you were mad because they were talking and moving very slow?
Yes.
They don't have control over that. Sort of like how maybe your companions get frustrated because you can't remember. Is that making a little bit of sense?
Yeah, but if the memory thing's a problem, won't I just not remember this in the morning?
What if I wrote something down?
Okay.
I'm gonna write down your companions, their names, who's who, and then I'm gonna write maybe something good about them. Maybe that way you can think positively about them. They're not going to be perfect. Nobody is. So all they want to do is help you And all they want to do is to be helped as well. They want to be helped. You need the help. You all work together to reach your goals. Okay?
There's one person that I kind of miss a lot. No, two. I miss two people.
Who?
We had a friend with us before, Dolvac. I remember him. He was nice. I miss him.
Well,
And
you
we
remember
also
him.
met a, yeah, I remember him.
Then, sorry, I just looked at the memes. Then maybe if you keep writing down stuff about these people, good and bad, you might be able to remember them better.
Dolvac, because I nearly died.
Okay.
Hey, I remember you. I remember you because you're Eye Patch Man, and Eye Patch Man ended up being good, but I didn't think he was good. But he is good because he's you.
Thanks. But that doesn't change the fact that you can remember people. So maybe at least try this method? Maybe?
Write them down.
How about this? And he just hands you he hands you a leather-bound journal. This has some empty paper pages. Do me a favor. Write down everything you can on these pages. Whenever you can, whenever you think you need to write something down, do it. To try and help remember. And read it. Read it in your free time. You remember you're fighting, you fight. You remember people. You remember
I remember some people.
some people. You remember some of your name. You remember basic things. And knowing that you can remember your fighting means that if done enough, you can remember.
Some of my name. What do you mean?
Well, Tabacs usually have longer names. You've only said your name was River.
Only ever known that part.
Well, that's fine, but training. Train your brain. Write down the stuff and read the stuff. Okay?
Should I write it? It's not common.
Hmm?
Should I write it in a different language?
Write it in common. Make it easier. Okay? Well, let's watch. Roll me perception.
No. 9.
Roll me a d20.
Okay. 3.
Roll me a d8.
Okay. 5.
Okay. The night goes on. Donald will help you wake up third watch. Who's third watch?
Me.
That would be me.
Hey, you roar.
Oh no.
Oh god.
So Donald sort of nudges Cap awake River, who do you wake up?
Wait, I need to wake up
Wait, it's Donald.
Rihanna
Rihanna,
and
Terror.
Hey, quick question. It's Donald waking up Cap, right?
Yep.
He uses thaumaturgy to remove his pupils.
You're fucking weird.
He doesn't respond.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pick up Terror and throw him at Rihanna.
Roll me a strength.
Hey, not even mad. That's actually.
That's
I actually got a
pretty good.
19. I got a
Alright.
19.
Terror, you wake to sudden impact, and Rihanna, you wake up to an even more sudden impact, and you hear Kitty snarl as Terror is on top of you.
I'm shoving Taylor off, like I'm fucking punching him off of me.
Cap gets up and he just goes up to River after seeing that. And it's like, you know, are you sure you don't want to follow Lyra? You seem to be quite good at it already.
Fiacre is up too.
You do know that you're a filthy heretic because you don't follow the Allfather. Good night, sir.
Hey.
Good night. And Donald's
Rihanna just sort of like gives River a dirty glare for waking her up, but goes about the rest of business.
Okay, so Fiacre, Rihanna, Cap, and Terror are all on watch. You see Fiacre just sort of like wandering the camp area. And the rest of you have the opportunity to interact.
So, Rihanna, how's Archer?
Doing pretty good last time I checked.
Ah.
Why?
Just wondering.
Why are you wondering?
Eh? He seems like a fun guy.
She's squinting her eyes at him.
What?
Why do you think that? I know you're
making a move on
trying
my
to win.
man.
I know your game.
What
I
game?
know.
What the game do you think?
You wanna fuck Archer? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Wants to stick his ding dong in there.
What game do you
I've
think I'm
noticed
playing?
You've been giving him some sort of assistance, I guess.
Not that he needs it.
Yes. No, he really doesn't. But that's besides the point.
Ah, so you admit it.
Yes.
Well, I don't know. So, moving on. How did you come across such a... He's just looking at Kitty, like, trying to find words. How do I put this?
Companion?
Companion.
Better fucking say companion.
Rather toothy companion.
I'll eat you.
The barbs appear on his skin again.
Porcupines.
And this porcupine has a mason magic.
Uh-huh. Has that ever stopped me before, Rihanna?
No, it hasn't.
So how did you find... How did you end up friends with Kitty? You have my curiosity about this.
I'm pretty sure that I've told
Curiosity killed the cap.
I like this one. I like it.
I mean, I told the party, but I guess you weren't there when I did.
I wasn't.
Okay, well, basically, I was like, how old? 7, 8, doing a little hunting mission on my own in the forest, a little test. I came across Kitty. We just sort of bonded and became friends, and she's been with me ever since.
Interesting.
Mm.
So,
I gave her some really good food too. I think I gave her a steak. Did I? No, no, no. I was hunting a rabbit, and she looked hungry, so I gave her my rabbit.
ah,
Miss
interesting.
Rita, I require. I require.
He's speaking Draconic again, and he just kind of goes and he picks up Terror and puts him at eye level with Rihanna.
Get them out of my face, please.
Wait, are you still?
You're Terror. You're at eye level with Rihanna. You don't have to like look up at her.
Thank you.
Yes.
What were you asking, Terror?
The fellow dragonkin from before.
Mm-hmm.
Did what he said was true? I am not a dragon.
Yes, what he said is true. You are not a dragon.
I was taught that I was a dragon.
Who taught you that?
But it was father.
Who? Your father?
Father. That I dare do not speak anything else. It's unworthy of such energy of mine.
Okay.
But I do inquire the culture of the common folk. I would like to know how to purchase other means of sustenance.
So you want to learn how to buy food?
Please stop.
I only know.
Bro, you know it's bad when you just quietly do the DM plead for you to stop.
Okay.
I've never heard her this broken before. Like, we've broken her in the past with stupid stuff, but it's never been so broken to the point where she can't even talk.
Go, just go. Just go.
I wish we had a face cam right now.
Just go.
Okay.
So
I only know the common word chicken, and I grew tired. I grew tired of eating the same meat over and over.
okay. Well, there are other types of meats and foods out there too, not just chicken.
I can list them off. You just suddenly hear.
Wait,
Like, here's the thing. Here's the thing. The only thing she hears is chicken.
Oh, okay.
He said the word chicken. Is he talking about food again?
Oh
Yes,
god, it's happening!
Does he need gravy?
I can list all the types of chicken: roasted, baked, raw.
Oh.
Have you
Raw's
tried
the best.
fried in oil, maybe?
Eh.
Make them stop. I have eaten only chicken from the majority of my existence.
Can I have
He said
chicken?
it again.
I wish to sample other succulent meat. I have heard another type of meat called cow.
He said the word
No one will
cow.
no one will blame you if you throw him in the fire.
Cap looks Rihanna, by the way, while this is happening, like, Taylor's having a very serious conversation with you. Cap is just like, his eyes are like
Yeah,
actually slightly like he has actual stars in his eyes.
Yeah, you're just shaking me around in front of Rihanna as I talk. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rihanna looks like absolutely dead at this point. She's so done.
What is he
well,
asking?
That's what
I
he's
hear.
asking for.
It's talk of food.
Okay, so basically what he's asking is he wants to know what other types of meats there are, and he wants to try beef.
Done.
Anything with
Done. Done. And you just see Kitty knock over the cauldron that had your guys' dinner. And it's just the stew spills all over the floor.
Hey.
Come here. I shall teach you meat.
Oh no, she going on track bears.
And Cap kind of carries over Terror to the like spilled stew and just holds him over it. Eye level with Kitty.
Okay. And she sort of nudges, like, she'll, like, so how this goes is that she nudges food in the direction, and sort of, you guys got a mix matched of goods. And so basically, each sort of chunk or piece of food that she nudges towards you, she lists it.
Okay.
Roll me intelligence check.
Are you learning a language from a talking beast? Wow.
I got a 16.
Okay. So you begin to know a couple of foods. Carrot, beef, rabbit, as well as carrot, beef, rabbit, and pepper.
Yeah.
As in like peppers.
Oh, Cap kind of like picks up the chunks of meat off the ground, uses prestidigitation to like make sure they're clean, and like lets
Okay,
Terror
chicken,
sample
carrot,
them.
beef, pepper.
Yeah.
His favorite pet rabbit, Pepper.
Yeah, so by the way, Terra, you do get to taste what each one is.
Oh yeah.
Prestidigitation's a useful spell.
Yeah. So I mean, if it was
Thank
on
you,
the ground, they probably don't care anyway.
Twin.
Yeah.
So like, while this is going on and like they're introducing Taylor.
Are you going to
the
booty
different
call
types-
Archer?
No, I'm gonna go talk to Fiacra. That's later.
Okay.
I like how we
Later,
automatically
Gaia.
all know it as the booty call, because that's essentially what it is.
Yeah, so you walk up to Fiacra and you kind of notice Fiacra sort of moving through like some bags, and she kind of looks. Oh, hi.
Hi. What are you doing?
Just doing a couple of things. It's Don't worry about it. I didn't choose you. It's just for fun.
Carrot.
Thanks.
So, you need something?
No. I was just coming over to like talk a little, I guess. We haven't really talked much, so I thought it would be nice too.
Well, I like cherries.
No, cherries are really good. Do you like cherry flavored sweets too, like pastries,
Cherry
pies?
pie is the best.
Cherry pie is really good. I agree with you there.
So, what are they all doing over there?
Okay, well, Taylor, our little friend, he's figuring out other foods besides calling everything chicken and knowing what just chicken is.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. And
Please help me. Please help me. I can't deal with them anymore.
We don't really have. Do we have gravy?
I don't have. No, we don't. I don't know how to help you. I can't speak Draconic.
I regret letting them know I could speak Draconic. You know, that was a mistake on my part, and I regret it.
Well, I'm sure he'll be fine. I'm sure he'll learn more common in time.
I hope
really
so.
Why? What's so wrong? He's talking to you. Is he? What's wrong?
No, it's just it's a little bit too much at times, you know.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll try and help you if I can, but there's only so much I can do. If anyone asks why there's sand in, and she sort of looks towards the tent. In Serkon's shoes, it wasn't me.
Your secret is safe with me.
They both suddenly see Taylor lifting a big slab of meat and going, beef!
Cam
Okay,
kind of like raises him
okay.
towards the sky as he does it.
For the
It's the
sake
circle of life.
For the sake of getting on to the next day before we end, I'm going to have perceptions rolled now.
Alright.
Okay.
When is it time to break the DM? During night watches. Oh, that's a
17 perception.
17 perception.
Yeah.
I got
Okay.
a 22.
22,
6.
6. Cat, roll me a d20.
Just a d20?
Yep.
A 6. I'm not even joking.
Okay.
So I just
Roll me a d8.
If it's 6 again, oh no.
Yeah, if it's 6 again, oh no. Oh, I didn't see that roll. A 5. Okay, we're good.
Ah, so
One
close!
off. One off.
Okay. And with that, you guys see dawn approach. And as dawn approach, it is soon time to wake up your companions. And that is where we're ending the session.
Alright.
This was fun.
Yes.
Trin, say your things, DM.
Yes.
I was about
Monkey.
to.
Haha.
So, hope you all enjoyed session 16. We upload every Tuesday, usually later in the day. And we also have a Discord and Instagram and so on. Please, if you wish to see more, like and subscribe. We'll be putting more content with the rise in groups and so on. For example, like we have TP talks. Look out for those, and be sure to also check out Igdol as well as our artists who make these. With that,
Give us more clout.
I hope you all enjoyed, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.